Hi there, general math students. So in this video we're going to look at the compound interest formula and do some calculations. It's a bit different to the simple interest formula. We still have the P for principal, the original amount, but instead of finding the amount of interest, we actually calculate the total of the amount in the account. So that's interest and principal all together at the end. Instead of an interest rate of R, we have an I for interest rate per period, so we need to adjust that depending on how often the account is compounding. And instead of time in years, we have the number of interest-bearing periods, that N value. So that needs to be adjusted as well. So let's look at these two examples. $5,000 is invested in an account which earns 9% per annum added quarterly. How much is in the account after 8 years? Okay, so we're just writing down our variables. A is what we're trying to find. P is our principal, that's the original amount, $5,000. Okay, now our I value, we still convert that to a decimal, so 9% as a decimal, but because this is quarterly, that means it's going to be 4 times per year. All right, so we need to divide our interest rate by 4. Now, as for the number of periods, well, that is 8 years. Quarterly means 4 times a year. So 4 8s are 32 for our N value. So if we write that down, A equals 5,000 times 1 plus 0.09 over 4 to the power of 32. So putting that into the calculator, 5,000 bracket 1 plus, now we can get that little button there, it's also on the TI Inspire calculator, that fraction button, and we'll put 0.09 over 4, that way we don't have to do any rounding off, and then we raise that to the power of 32, and we get $10,190.52. Okay, so you notice that it asks how much is in the account. That is the total in the account there. So that's the answer we're looking for. Now the next question is slightly different because it's asking for the amount of interest. So just be careful of that one. If you're going to pause now and try it on your own, take that into account. I'll have a go at it after you have. Okay, I'll have a go at this. So A value is what we're trying to find essentially. Not exactly, but we need that to get the amount of interest. So the principal, we start off with $650. The interest rate is 4.8%, 0.048. Now this one's monthly, so that's 12 times each year. So this time we divide by 12. And same with the N value, we've got 5 years, 12 times per year. So 5 12s, 60 periods altogether. Okay, so let's go ahead and do the calculation. A equals 650. 1 plus 0.048 over 12 to the power of 60, which gives us a grand total of $825.92. So just putting in the calculator in a similar fashion as before. Okay, now we're asked the amount of interest, so we need to subtract from this the principal. So 825.92, take the original amount, the 650. So that's the difference in this question, is they've asked for the amount of interest, 175.92. So the tricky part with compounding interest is adjusting the I value and the N value appropriately. So make sure you understand how to do that. So go ahead and try the questions in the description for the video.